And they are a great and funny person. Please put your hands together for the incredibly funny Hailee Lenhart-Wees, everybody. Please clap for Hailee.
Kesha is my hero. I went through a hard patch with her for a little while though because I was trying to be so much like her that I was like, glitter all the time. I don't wear glitter anymore because it starts out on your face and then it gets on his dick and then it ends up in your asshole. Have you ever tried to get glitter out of your asshole? Guys, Los Vados tonight, clear that shit out. I should just inform you I'm not the atheist part of this, I am the gay part of this, but I am, thank you, I'm bisexual, so, you know, I like the D, just without the ick behind it, you know, like, if there's no ick, I'll have it, thank you. I have a motto, if you wash it, I'll eat it, there we go, you know. I told my dad that when we went to Thanksgiving dinner, and, you know, just try to get him to be more forward thinking, and he was like, "Oh, that's great." He's like, "Are you seeing any boys?" And I was like, "No, Father, men are stupid." He's like, "Oh, yeah. Any ladies?" I was like, "No, Father, women intimidate me." And he's like, "That's good. You should wait. You're gonna find a really nice man. Find a really nice man someday. You're from a man." Yeah, my dad's a little homophobic. We are working on it, you know? We are working on it slowly but surely. He's starting to open up to me a little bit more and more and more. He thinks I'm cooler than my other siblings because I'm the middle child, which I don't know where he gets that from, but it's true. It's definitely true. But he was like, "Hey kid, that word you say all the time, you say dope all the time. That's not dope. No, this is dope." And he took me from the kitchen and walked me all the way to the garage. Opened the garage door, went out. We went to the deepest, darkest corner of the garage and he climbed up these stairs and he pulled down this huge bucket and he opened it up and he's like, "This is dope." I was like, my dad has a huge bucket of weed in his garage, guys. I know! I had conflicting feelings about it, I did. I was like, "Father, you know I went to high school and it was very stressful and you never shared? Like, come on, what is this?" But I was like glad he was finally opening up to me a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he gave me this huge sandwich bag full of weed, and I was like, I'm glad we're feeling closer, Papa, you know? And I took it home and I started smoking it, and I was like, oh no. How do you tell your dad he has trash weed, you know? I feel ungrateful. I feel so ungrateful. I was like, I can't do it. He gave me a huge bag of it. And I was just never going to bring it up. I was never going to bring it up. But the next time I saw him, he was like, "Hey, kid, how's that weed?" And I was like, "To be honest with you, Father, it is trash." I'm not good at lying. I just, it doesn't fit for me. And he was like, "Yeah, I know." And I was like, "You know? You know you have this huge bucket of trash weed in your garage?" And he's like, "Okay, but wait. Have you got one of those nuggets that's like, And I was like, "No, Dad, I've not gotten one of those nuggets." And he's like, "Just you wait. Just you wait." And guess what? It happened right before work. That was great. It was like, oh, okay, I get what this weed is. It's trail mix. That looks like all peanuts, but there's some chocolate ones in there, guys, if you just keep searching. It was just, I found it at the wrong time. Parenting is hard. I know because I had a dream that I had a kid, and then I gave that kid to my mom to raise. And then she had the audacity to ask if I could babysit one weekend, and I was like, "Mother, if you weren't ready for this responsibility, you should have said something sooner." I mean, there's no going back. I mean, I guess there is, but it's highly frowned upon. You should vaccinate your children, you know? Thank you, that was the anti-vaccination guy. Yeah, I got my bag. Yeah. Oh, I know parenting is hard. I don't know how to do it. When do you censor your child? When do you not? You know? I have some cousins out in Olympia, and they're super Christian, and their dad has made it a rule that they cannot say the word vagina. Yeah, that's some suppression. They have to say front butt. Front butt, everybody, are you kidding me? I was so mad about this. So one day when we were swimming, I was getting out of the water, and I didn't pull my pants up, so I accidentally moved my uncle, and he was like, ugh. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Uncle Joel. And he's like, it's fine, just put it away. And I was like, no, really? I'm so sorry I had to see my back vagina, you know? We don't talk anymore. I'm perfectly okay with that. Yeah, I just don't know when to censor your children and when to not. Like, sometimes I think it is good to censor your children, especially when they're listening to music as a teenage person, you know? Because I grew up with songs that were like, oh, you make me suicidal, suicidal when you say it's over. And I was like, hot. You can't live without me. I'll be the Bella to your Edward. And then I got myself into a relationship like that, and then I was like, oh no! I would like to leave, but I don't want to be a murderer. You know, it gets you in a sticky situation, yeah. I broke up with my boyfriend recently. I did it on the 4th of July, because hashtag Independence Day, am I right, ladies? Thank you. Yeah, it was time, it was super time, like, we were just growing apart, you know, like, he had this foot fetish, and I could not stop getting ingrown toenails, like, it was bad. I thought, you know, I loved this guy so much that I thought about just, like, chopping them off and replacing them with ring pops, you know? It's like, suck on that, God! But, you know, balance is a thing, so I decided not to do that. Also, we were having other issues, like I had this sex bucket list. You guys have those? Yeah. I had a nice, sexy bucket list. It wasn't that bad, actually. It was like things like, I really wanted to give a man a blowjob while he's driving. But my boyfriend, he doesn't drive, so that was out. And I really wanted to try some role play, but he fucking hates musicals, so. And I really wanted to try to do some shower sex, but he's like, you're too slippery. I'm like, fair. I'm like a little baby, you know? No, I'm not a baby. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm so being hard to hold on to. That's just the thing, you know? So I compromised like every good woman shouldn't, and for the blowjob while driving, I just gave him really awesome head while he played Mario Kart. Still counts and it's safer. Yeah, it was fun. For the role play situation, we just did something that he liked, which was Final Fantasy VII, I think. I put on elf ears and we fucked. It was a good time. And then for the shower sex, I just borrowed my grandmother's showering chair for the afternoon. Okay. I see some looks. I bleached it, okay? Before and after, because I'm a lady. But still he said no, so it was time to leave his ass, and so I've started dating some new people. I've mostly been going after divorcees. Hear me out. Divorcees are my forte because I mostly go after men because women super do intimidate me. Like, they're so pretty and so kind, and like, I'm like, and nobody wants to converse with that. So if I'm dating a guy, it's like, hey, take off your pants. I'm like, okay. It works better for me. But I've been dating a lot of divorced men, and it's working because men are kind of like dogs, you know? You take them home from the pound, you train them up all right, and you show them a good life, and they're all thankful, and they're like, oh, thank you. And then they're like, how far can I push it, you know? How far can I push it? And then they push it way too fucking far! And they end up back at the pound. And then I take them home. And I show them a good life. But I let them in on a little secret. There's no third time's the charm. No. You go back, you get euthanized, bitch. You better shape up, you know? Thank you. Yeah, actually, I found a really nice gentleman right now. He's a really nice, like he's almost too nice. Like I just need him to be a little meaner to me, he's respectable, so I sat him down and I told him that. I was like, can you be mean to me a little bit? He's like, yeah, I got it. And he got really good at it really fast. So I'm not sure how to feel about that exactly. Now he starts saying things to me in the bedroom and he's like, oh, you're such a dirty girl. You're so dirty. When was the last time you washed these sheets? There's so many crumbs in here, what the fuck? Have you been snacking in bed multiple times? Like, come on. I was like, I'm sorry, I was single and ready to Pringle, fuck off. Thank you. He says things to me like, you're such a bad girl. So bad. You should call your mom back, she really misses you. I don't need that negativity in my life. I know I'm slacking. He says things like, oh, you're so naughty. You're so naughty. You should reply to that work email. Don't you want to seem professional? I was like, yeah, I do. I do want to be a professional lady, thank you. So, I mean, we're having issues now because of that. No, but I am a very professional woman. I have started my own businesses. I started this production company called The Blue City, where I produce a lot of live shows. It's very fun. Follow it on Facebook if you'd like. Yeah, Blue City! But I also started like little other side businesses. Like I've started this other side business where I buy cigarettes and I sell them to comedians who are always out of them. So I've been making bank. And also I'm slowly killing the competition, so. Who's the smart one? I think I am intelligent. Thank you. Thank you. Kill all the comedians. That was a joke. That was a joke. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, like, do you guys ever wonder, like, when your nipples get hard out of the blue, if you can detect sexy ghosts? Does that cross your mind? Is that a thing? Like, it's like beep 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 beep. Heath Ledger, is that you? Oh no, it's Patrick Swayze. How you doing? You know. That's a ghost joke. You're welcome. I don't know. I've been trying to find jokes that make my body hilarious because I think when people are hilarious, people respect them more. And I was like, if you could respect my body, that would be great. Don't awe at me. I am very respectful. You see this? You see this? So tight. So tight. Yeah. I've been going through quite a few life changes. Last year, about a year ago today, I got a DUI. Bad. No drinking and driving. Don't do it. Get home safe. Don't fuck with people. It's very bad. But when I got a DUI, it was kind of funny. A little bit funny. I was being arrested. And the cop was like, what are you doing out so late? And I was like, stand-up comedy. He's like, oh, so you're a comedian? I was like, yeah. And he's like, tell me a joke. I was like, no. He's like, come on, tell me a joke. I was like, I don't want to. Because I was bawling and looked like pathetic, you know. He's like, come on, we want to hear a joke. I was like, okay. So I used to think I was a lesbian. Turns out I just like wearing comfortable clothes. I did have to eat a lot of pussy to figure that one out, though. And he was like, Steve, you gotta hear this one. I fucking told that joke 5 times that night. And I was like, thank you. I do comedy on Mondays and that's sweet, come out. None of them fucking did. I was like, this is why cops are awful. They embarrass me. I used to point at cops with my middle finger when I was a child. I didn't know any better. It was before I knew you're supposed to point with your index finger. But my mom's like, we don't point with the middle one. And I was like, do we not? Like, there's some cops right there. I feel like that's how it should be now. Guys, I've been trying to be more successful. I've been going out, going to Starbucks, and you have to work in public, otherwise it never gets done, okay? No one watches me work. Did it really happen? The answer is no. I laid in bed all day. No, but I've gone to Starbucks and I've been watching these really attractive ladies work on their computers, and then I wait for them to get up and leave, and then I take their seat. I just like sitting on their lap without them saying, oh, no, thank you. I just like the warmth of the chair, you know? Yeah, sitting on warm toilet seats has kind of created a weird fetish for me. Don't knock it till you try it, guys. Yeah, I bought a car to drive for Lyft because I got out of college. Yes, thank you, I got out of college and I started to drive for Lyft, guys. That's the fucked up thing about America. Yay, you shouldn't be driving for Lyft after college, but I did so and I was like, yeah. Actually, I've only driven for Lyft once. I'm gonna get back into it after I vacuum my car. But I still have that Lyft sticker on my windshield, you know? And so every time I drop my partner off at work and I give him a kiss goodbye, I'm always like super afraid people are going to misinterpret my Lyft services. You know, like 5 stars. 2.5! Well, thank you for your feedback. Service industry jobs, you know how you have to act like a nice person? I love it. Yeah, I went to the College of Idaho out in Caldwell. Caldwell! Lies! Don't lie. It's fine. No, College of Idaho is great. I really liked College of Idaho the first year I went there, so much so that I decided to get the motto tattooed on my body. Yeah, so now my vagina says, I can do anything. Which is often misinterpreted. Not like often, like a regular amount. I'm no promiscuously. It's often, all right? Often misinterpreted, okay? But like, I really liked the tattoo my first year. I was like, yeah, I can do anything. Watch me, bitches, you know? And then they went and changed the motto to climb higher. I was like, you sons of guns, you know? I was like, now I look like that girl who got the tattoo of the motto and then did not graduate from the school that has that frickin' motto. I look trashy, so I had no other choice but to get climb higher tattooed right here on my thigh. No, guys, did you not get that? It's sex education, we gotta fix that. Yeah, I went to the College of Idaho and we have the mascot, the coyote. Have you guys done research on the coyote? No? Yeah, me neither. One day in class they were like, fun fact, so I was like, I'm listening. Fun fact, the coyote was known for like way back times for being able to send its penis underneath bridges to impregnate princesses and stuff. Yeah, I know. If that doesn't say reach for your dreams, I do not know what does, you know? Guys, yeah, I've learned a lot since getting out of college. I learned how to masturbate, it's been fun. Yeah, I watched the movie The Black Swan. That's how I got my sex education. How'd you get yours, you know? I watched that movie and I was watching Natalie Portman and she was like, I'm gonna be an artist and I'm gonna be all dirty because my director's like, you need to go home and masturbate before you can get the role of Black Swan because you're just too pure. And so she went home and did it. She liked it. She liked it a lot. And then the next morning, she was plucking feathers out of her fingers. And I was like, oh no. Masturbation, not even once, guys. I learned my lesson. Shame, 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 shame. Is that how you feel about God? Me too. Thanks, guys. I'm Hailee Lenhart-Wees.